Hi there YouTube, welcome back to Vape Reviews with Az. Today's video, the Plume Veil Clone from Ehpro in stainless steel. Sent to me by Angelfiremods.co.uk for the purpose of this review. So thank you very much guys. What can I say? It's pretty much one of the best RDAs that I have used to date. And I've got a fair few to get through on reviews, but yeah, plenty of airflow options, plenty of build options on there. The only difference with the Ehpro version is the deck is not gold plated. Some people might go, well, it's not a one-to-one clone, but it is a one-to-one clone, just they didn't gold plate the deck because safety issues regarding the gold plating flaking off over time due to the high levels of heat. So yeah, I'm going to take a vape and we're going to go down into a up close and a rebuild. So as you can see, it really does kick out some nice flavour and vapour. Okay then, so here we are up close with the Plume Veil Clone from Ehpro. So the Plume Veil, it's not a very big dripper at all, and you have Plume Veil, Ehpro Los Angeles CA, which as we all know this one's the clone, so it's not made by Ehpro. I believe I'm saying that correctly. So this atomizer has 3 airflow options. You have the Cyclops style holes to the front, and you have 3 air holes either side, and there's holes that go through the negative posts, and they basically bring air in behind your coil and up, and then it has the Delrin insert in the top cap. So when this is fully up, the air holes in the top cap are closed off. Once you screw that down, it then adds extra air to help cool down the vape, because obviously a smaller chamber is going to give you more flavour, but it's going to make it a warmer vape. It comes with the Plume Veil drip tip with the Ehpro logo, single O-ring, as you can see it's wide bore, and the Cyclops air holes are adjustable, and you also have the option of using single coil, so you can turn the air holes to close one of the slots off. The positive pin is copper, and it's an adjustable pin, so you shouldn't have any problem fitting it on any of your atomizers. 5-10 threads are really smooth. I've just got a bit of tissue in there from drying it, and the finish is I'd say semi-gloss with a brushed look to it. Machining's done really well. Last couple of Ehpro products I've looked at have all been the same. So I'm going to just put it on a mod so we can get the top cap off. The O-rings are very tight. So on the deck itself, you've got these lines here on both sides, and these are to help you on where to put your wicking material, and it just directs your liquid from within your deck onto your cotton or whatever wick you're using. Now, the air hole comes through here, all the way through the post, and comes out just there. Hope you can see that, just down here. So what that does is, as you take a vape, you're going to suck air in through the sides. It's then going to come through, disperse round your positive post, behind your coils, and give you air from the back of your coils, as well as using the Cyclops from the front. So that does help cool the vape down on really low end builds. You just have to make sure you don't block these holes. So it's a 4-post design, all with positive head screws. So you can do, well, you could do quad cores if you want to, although I wouldn't recommend it with only a small Cyclops air hole. So you generally have a coil here, coil there, or a centre post build. Now, one thing that you are going to notice from this clone is the deck is not gold plated. Ehpro basically didn't want to gold plate it, as they weren't. They believe there could be some safety issues with the gold plating flaking off over time due to heat. I mean, to be honest, it still works really well with a stainless base, so I can't see it making all that much difference. So we'll take a look at the top cap then. So you've got 3 air holes either side. Now, if you've got a centre build, your middle hole will line up with the hole on the deck. If you're side by side, coil here, then either the left or right hand holes will line up with the hole in the deck. So as I say, you've got the black dowel ring piece, which has, it's machined into the top cap there, the threads, and all that happens is screwed all the way out. You've got quite a decent sized chamber, but then as you screw this in, the chamber reduces, which opens the air holes but improves the flavour. Now, making the chamber smaller is going to give you a warmer vape, but the air holes that are in top cap kind of counteract that, so you keep the flavour without the heat. Now, inside the top cap, I mean, this does come off, it's just really stiff. So you've got 3 cutouts. So obviously if you're using dual coil, the ones opposite from each other you'll put in line with the Cyclops air holes. If you're using single, then you just want the side that's blanked off towards your back or front, and that will keep one of the Cyclops air holes open. So the machining inside, it's done to a very high standard, no sharp edges. I mean, the only issue I do have with it is the O-rings are really tight, but they will soon bed in. But I mean, other than that, everything's machined very well. Right, so that is the up close section. So we're going to put a build on there now. I'll be back in a second. Right then, so for this build we're going to be using 2 pieces of 25 gauge cam foil. You're going to need 2 2.5mm drill bits, some nail clippers or cutters, a positive Phillips screwdriver, and your wicking. And for the first time ever today, I'm going to be trying some Japanese cotton. This was sent to me actually by a friend from the Facebook group, so thanks a lot, Chris. Hope I enjoy it. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to go for 6 wraps around a 2.5mm drill bit. I'm not going to torch it first, and you just want to get them as close as possible. So there we have 6, and we want both legs facing in the same direction. Just going to trim the legs down slightly, and there we have one coil ready to go. Yeah, it's definitely 6 wraps on there. Now all we're going to do is pop the longer leg through the positive, and just push it into place. I'm going to try and get it as centered as possible. Hold your drill bit down, tighten it down, and then for the negative side I'm going to be taking my Phillips screwdriver and I'm just going to put it in and get it to bend the cam foil down like so. And then I'm going to tighten it up, like so. So there we have one side. Make sure they're both nice and tight, and then trim down both the wires. And then we'll add the second coil. And so we have both coils in place, and that's 0.31 build. So all we're going to do now is stick it on a mod. Ooh. And give the coils a nice pulse. So we're putting it on the Monstro. What we want to do is just give it gentle pulses, and then squeeze the coils like so, and that'll do me just fine. So what we're going to do is let that cool down for a minute. Now I can't remember if I've missed anything. So it's 22mm. Obviously the Monstro is a 23mm mod. And it will cost you £19. Yeah, £19.99 from Angelfiremods.co.uk. do have them in stock, I believe. But overall, it's pretty easy to build on. Right, so I'm going to cut some cotton. Now, from what I understand, is you don't need a stack load of this. So this is the first time I've used it, so we're just going to have to see how it goes. So just going to roll it into a point and see if we need to take any off. No, I think we're going to be good at that. So there we have one side. We'll go for the same again on the other side. Now, if I am using this Japanese cotton wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comments below. You know, I don't claim to be professional. I'm still learning just like everybody else is. So I'm going to just trim. Actually, no, I'll trim that off. And we'll tuck it round and under the coil. Try to keep the air hole open. Tuck it underneath. I've probably got way too much in there. We'll just have to see how it vapes, but same again. We're just gonna tuck it down and under. And stick some juice on there. So the liquid I'm using at the moment is Cheesecake from Best Sig Liquid 80-20 mix, VG PG. Really nice liquid for dripping. So we're just gonna wet it up and let it soak in there. Alright, so I'll just trim the cotton back slightly, carry on wetting it up. All I'm doing is just dabbing it on there and letting it soak in. Now obviously there are loads of different wicking methods, there's loads of different coiling methods, but this is just the way I'm doing it for the video. Right, and so that should be good to go. Firing nicely. So I'm going to put the top cap back on then. And we'll go back up top and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Right, okay then, so that was the up close and a little build on there for you. So yeah, let's take a vape and so as you can see, plenty of vape production. I will say that Japanese cotton is better. Just say first time I've used it. As you can see, we're chucking the vapour out, so we'll reduce the chamber, see how it is then. So still chucking the vapour, however it does slightly improve the flavour with the chamber reduced. Sorry if you can't see me very well, the lighting's crap as normal. So yeah, to be honest, when I first got this atomizer, I thought, I don't know, is it fussy? Is it too fussy? Is there way too much going on? But there isn't. It's all there to improve the vaping experience, and I honestly think it does. If there was no airflow to the side, then I would have said that the Cyclops holes are a little bit small. But I mean, as you've just seen, it absolutely belts the vapour out. It's full on flavour. For quite a couple of, well, for a couple of months, I was really into the still air. I didn't think anything were going to beat it on flavour. And to be honest, the first build I put on this, I wasn't impressed. But I redid the build and it was totally different, so I just messed the build up. So I'm going to take another vape. I mean, that was 0.3. It is really cool. So we'll close the Cyclops air holes off a bit. And that does improve the flavour as well. So you've got many options with this atomizer, and for $19.99 for the clone, it's a really good price. Really great quality from Ehpro. So yeah, rather than me just keep rambling on, I'm going to end the review there, guys, and I will see you again soon for another one. So thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. If not, then I'm sorry if you don't like them. So I'll see you again soon.